welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Andrea. I have created this space because I actually have 2 chronic illnesses myself and have gone through a lot of times where I've just felt very alone and really desired to have community. Say hi, everybody. So cute. I've decided to start this community because I personally have 2 chronic illnesses and I know a lot of people who are impacted either directly or indirectly by chronic illness, and I ultimately want to be here to help educate and serve together in this community as we fight through chronic illness. I'm just so very thankful that you have decided to be part of this journey with me as I learn and grow and adapt. I will say being in front of the camera is like the last place that I want to be, so just bear with me. My goal for this channel is to ultimately talk about the impact of chronic illness in a transparent and vulnerable way to help others like me not feel so isolated and misunderstood, and then also to help educate others on how to best serve us as chronic illness warriors. My chronic illness journey has lasted quite a few years at this point, even though I am only 24, and I will share more about it in later videos. But I was diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis and fibromyalgia at the age of 21. But I had actually already started seeing symptoms when I was about 17. I just didn't have the education and the knowledge to know what it was at that point. So when I was diagnosed at 21, it was really such an amazing time, which sounds crazy, but at least I knew what I was battling and I knew I wasn't absolutely losing my mind, and I could try to develop out some type of a care plan. I really didn't notice a lot of the symptoms of my 2 chronic illnesses until I was about 22 or 23. And at that point, the progression of my illnesses really started to impact my day-to-day activities as well as my professional work and my ability to just interact with others in general. So at that point, I started to seek out more medical help from professionals to try to get to the bottom of what should my care plan be, how can I ultimately get through this difficult time of not really understanding why my illnesses are progressing so rapidly. Over the past about 2 years now, I've been working on putting together some type of a care plan, and if you have chronic illness, you know you can have the best care plan in the world and it still fails. Probably one of the most frustrating aspects of chronic illness is that you can do everything right and you're still in pain, you're still having these symptoms of your chronic illness, and they're completely unexplainable. And so I still have those down days. I actually have about 2 to 3 days a week where it's an extremely down day physically, which then also impacts mentally, emotionally, and just really every aspect of your life. Those down times for me are actually what sparked the desire in me to want to start this community and this channel, because I hit some really dark moments mentally and emotionally through some of the hardest times for me physically. I started to feel very alone and isolated and feeling like I was completely helpless and no one saw me. And that's a very lonely place to be. It's very hurtful. I could go on and on about the emotions of that place, but I think every person who has battled chronic illness has those days where you really have to face your illness straight on and work through the emotions, the hurt, the pain, the bitterness, the anger. Everything that comes with chronic illness has to be worked through, and sometimes you do it alone. And so I want to be that community. I want to create that community where we can all come together as people with chronic illness and as people who love those with chronic illness, and ultimately help one another, educate one another, and serve one another better because of it. But thank you again so much for joining. Thank you for watching these videos that I will be posting about once a week. And I am so excited to get started on building this community together. If you liked this video, be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, all the things, and let's get started on this journey.